Last night was the Golden Globes, and it was so much nonsense. Actors like Mark Ruffalo showed up wearing a Be Good pin. That's an homage to Renee Good. Here's SOT 14.
This is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today. I know I'm one of them. I love this country, and what I'm seeing here happening is not America.
God, he's the worst. He's just so bad. Then there's Wanda Sykes, female black comedian who got up there to present an award and made it all about herself. Listen here, SOT 15.
Shout out to the Golden Globes for having me because, there's some people pissed off that a queer black woman is up here doing the job of two mediocre white guys.
It's so racist. It's so racist, right? Like you've got to, okay, so if they were white and they were guys, you got to dismiss them as mediocre. Everybody sucks. But I am the oppressed queer black woman doing it all. Shout out from me, like begging them to applaud for her. You're pathetic, Wanda Sykes. Do better. If you actually had, maybe you had ego death. Because if you had ego life, you would know you don't need to do that in order to make yourself feel good about yourself. You just live your beautiful life. You'll attract positive energy. Negative will come too because there's a lot of envy in this world. But you handle it like a pro, like a classy lady, not somebody who's constantly mentioning, essentially, the fact that she has darker melanin and a vag. She also hit Ricky Gervais, who is the greatest to ever host the Globes, because he's been standing up for women's rights. And here's what she said about him. SOT 15. B.
Ricky Gervais, because he would like to thank God and the trans community. Ricky Gervais could not be here, so we'll accept this on his behalf.
She's got to mention the trans community. He dedicates his win to the trans community. He doesn't. So disrespectful. How dare you? How dare you? Remember when they were just funny? Why does anybody watch this shit? We don't. I mean, we have a team that watches it so that you don't have to. But like, how pathetic, right? Like, okay, you're a tough girl. You stood up for the trans community and you ripped Ricky and disparaged his win by mocking him. So Golden Globes, she should never be allowed to present again. And then we got to the brand new category of Best Podcast, which they just added because they want to be more relevant. And you guys have heard this story. I, among other podcasts, were nominated, our show. We pulled our name from consideration. They wanted us to, you had to like fill out all these forms and actually pay a fee. And I said, no, we're not doing that. They also wanted me to go to Hollywood and do interviews with Golden Globes members, like behind the scenes, in order to woo them into voting for me, which I said at the time, I'd rather put a bullet in my brain. Fuck no. There's zero chance I was doing any of that. So we pulled our show from consideration. Then Variety, in writing up the story today, claimed we were snubbed. Variety, we were not snubbed. We pulled our names from consideration. And that's just the way some of us roll. Others buy huge billboards in Times Square to try to persuade Hollywood people to like them. That didn't work out for our friend Ben very well, now did it? Amy Poehler won. That's no shock, right? They gave it to one of their own. Yeah, tracks. And it's because she really has a really, really insightful podcast, which you really feel enriched after watching. I mean, I've never watched it, but this is what I hear. And when I watched the clips, I thought, my God, what am I missing? And I'll just give you a sample of what you could be listening to every day. It's SOT 17.
What time do you like to eat dinner? I like it at 6.
Okay, me too.
I make my reservations at 6 p.m.
So do I.
I love it so much.
It's so great.
And honestly, sometimes I like to be the first person in the restaurant.
I was last night.
Mm-hmm.
I did 5:45 last night.
Incredible.
Oh, they're so relatable. They have busy lives. They get tired earlier, just like you. Stars like Gwyneth Paltrow, just like you. Riveting, right? Well, maybe she won because of her insightful interviews. No, wait, that wasn't it. The preparation she does, perhaps. You know, for this show, trust me, it takes a lot of prep to find all those sound bites, to get a feel for the narrative, to present in a way that tells a story and makes it easy and yet enjoyable for you to consume. The whole team puts a lot of hours into that kind of thing, and I think you know that. If somebody comes on, they have a book, we read the book. We show them the respect of understanding what it is they're trying to say and giving them the time to do it and make sure that we know who they are and what they're there for. Amy Poehler thought Gwyneth Paltrow was in Cold Mountain, which she wasn't. Saw it 16.
Cold Mountain. How cold was the mountain?
I wasn't in Cold Mountain.
Oh, forget it then.
But thanks for thinking I'm Nicole Kidman.
Damn.
Bonus!
I mean, I'm sorry. Like, they played it off like it was hilarious. But the truth is, she didn't show Gwyneth Paltrow the respect of actually understanding what her body of work is, recent body of work, for them to discuss. So that's embarrassing and disrespectful. And that's what wins you, yay, the award for Best Podcast. Also in the final running, as I mentioned, was NPR's Up First. And here's the little Layla Valden talking about it this morning.
We were the one news podcast that informs the public, often under intense pressure. Our journalists are around the world. Today, we're going to be talking about Iran and the Fed and all of these things. And I was just thinking about that when we were in this glamorous room, that we were representing the difficult work of our journalists around the world.
So self-aggrandizing. Oh my God. Intense pressure. Wow, I don't know how we deal with it here at the MK Show. Steve, Debbie, we got to give everybody raises. The intense pressure of having to report on Iran in Minneapolis, the Fed. How will we ever handle it? Literally, she makes it sound like she's a Navy SEAL. A new year means new financial goals, like making sure your savings are secure and diversified. Will this be the year you decide to talk to someone from Birch Gold Group? They use an educational approach with a deep understanding of macroeconomics. There are forces pushing the dollar lower and gold higher, which is why they believe every American should own physical gold. So until January 30th, if you're a first-time gold buyer, Birch Gold is offering a rebate of up to $10,000 on qualifying purchases. To claim eligibility and start the process, you just text MK to the number 989898. Birch Gold can help you roll an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold, and you are still eligible for a rebate of up to $10,000. Consider making right now your first time to buy gold and take advantage of a rebate up to $10,000 when you buy before January 30th. Text MK to the number 989898. Claim your eligibility today. Again, text MK to 989898. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.